Cancer. And today we're going to look at June 11th, 2025, and that's the full moon in Sagittarius. We'll look at Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising with specific messages for each. We'll look at numerology and astrology and the tarot cards. And we'll end the reading with advice for your sign. And in the description box, I have links for meditations for each of these tarot cards that I pulled for you today. So let's start with numerology. And the number for the day is 8. And the number 8 is all about power and resilience and success and karmic energy. It's associated with building perseverance and turning lessons into abundance. And for Cancer, this number pushes you to step into your authority and take ownership of your emotional and material needs with grace and determination. So you might be inspired to take control of your financial world or a personal boundary. Maybe you finally say no to something that drains you or start that creative side project that could bring long-term income. The energy says take your power back with softness, not force. So for astrology, the full moon lands in your 6th house, and that's health and daily routines and service, casting a spotlight on how your habits either nourish or deplete you. But we're going to start with the sun, because the sun is in Gemini, and that's your 12th house. So that's going to talk about solitude and subconscious and spirituality. So your attention may be split between the external busyness of the world and the internal whispers of your soul. This sun position invites rest, retreat, and reflection. You might find that quiet moments like meditation or journaling yield the most insights today, more than any productivity hack ever could. The moon, that's in Sagittarius. That's your 6th house. That's routines, health, and responsibilities. So this full moon is asking, are your daily habits aligned with your beliefs and goals? It might be time to revise your schedule or how you care about your body. So maybe you've been skipping meals or overcommitting at work. Today, you're ready to reset your wellness routine or start a new meaningful habit that brings balance. Mercury, that's in Cancer. That's your 1st house. That's going to talk about communication and expression and identity. So with Mercury in your sign, you're finding your voice gently but firmly. You're likely expressing yourself more clearly and emotionally today. Venus is in Leo. That's your 2nd house. No, 2nd, there you go. That's self-worth and money and values. So your sense of value is radiant right now. Venus here helps you attract what you desire by simply owning your worth. You might get complimented, paid, or supported in ways that reflect your growth and self-esteem. This is a moment to receive. Yeah, Mars. Mars is in Taurus. That's your 11th house. That's friends and vision and collective goals. So Mars energizes your community and goals. You're inspired to push forward on your dreams, but maybe from behind the scenes. So you could quietly take action towards a long-term vision, like planning a new venture or organizing a community event or aligning with a like-minded group. So now let's look at the Empress. That's your first card I pulled for you. And the Empress talks about nurturing and abundance and creation. So the Empress is divine feminine energy, and it's in full bloom. She symbolizes creativity and self-care and the power of nurturing growth, be it emotional or artistic or physical. So you may spend time creating something with your hands. It could be a recipe, an artwork, garden, nurturing a child. You may feel more attuned to your body and needs, desiring rest and softness or beauty in your surroundings. Now, this also talks about pregnancy and fertility and mother figures. They may be playing a role today, whether metaphorically, like birthing a project, or literally. The advice is going to say nurture yourself first. The more you water your own roots, the more you bloom outwardly. Create space for softness and beauty, and it multiplies. The second one is sun. And the sun is about joy and clarity and success. So this card brings light, truth, and happiness. It's about celebrating who you are and seeing things clearly without shadows or illusions. So something becomes obvious today, like a truth that was hidden but now glows. You might receive recognition, good news, or have a breakthrough moment in how you see yourself. You could feel energized to move forward after a period of fog or doubt. So here's your advice. Trust the joy. If it feels bright and natural, it's real. Say yes to what feels sunny and aligned with your core self. And then we have the Eight of Swords. That talks about mental trap or self-limiting beliefs. The Eight of Swords represents the state of feeling stuck, mentally trapped, or frozen by fear, often because limiting beliefs rather than actual barriers. So, kind of like what you think in your head. You might be overthinking a decision or believing you can't do something due to fear of failure or rejection, and perhaps you're letting perfectionism block your ability to act on a creative energy or emotional truth. You might feel held back in a situation that could actually shift into a mindset change. So here's your advice. You're more free than you realize. The key is to question the thoughts that tell you you can't. What if they're just old stories? So let's look at Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So Cancer, Sun, you're asked to integrate your need for nurturing your own desire to shine. You may be balancing care for others with expressing your individuality in ways that honors both. So you might be caring for a loved one or a project while also wanting recognition for your own efforts. Today's energy says you can do both with boundaries. Cancer, Moon. Your emotions are deeply tuned into what feels safe and loving. The full moon may highlight places where you've cared too much without receiving, and it's a time to release emotional martyrdom and step into your joy. You may realize that a friendship or work situation is draining you and decide to lovingly release it or shift the dynamic. Cancer, Rising. Others are seeing you as a gentle leader, someone nurturing yet powerful. But you're also being asked to address subconscious beliefs about being too much or not enough. So you might receive praise or a public compliment, but part of you doubts you deserve it. So don't deflect. Own it. So here's a summary for the day and what it means to Cancer. So this full moon invites you to claim your power, express your joy, and release limiting mental loops. The cosmic energy suggests clarity, beauty, and deep self-expression. So the Empress nurtures your creativity and reminds you of your power to generate abundance. The Sun illuminates your truth, bringing joy and clarity. And the Eight of Swords challenges you to release old fears that no longer define you. So here's your real life takeaway. Make space for beauty and softness and creativity, especially if you've been in survival mode. Let the light in. If joy wants to visit, open the door. Don't let outdated beliefs keep you in a cage. Your mind is the key. And here's the advice for Cancer on this day. Let yourself bloom. You don't need permission to enjoy your own radiance. Be bold in softness, clear in truth, and unafraid to walk through the open door of your own potential. Thank you, Cancer, and I hope to see you in another reading.